This is my new speak out video on YouTube against work bullying. And this one, it's about bosses who don't really pay attention to who they put in certain positions. To all workplaces, listen to me very carefully. You need to really pay attention who you put in certain positions. Rather, it's someone who, if you're a principal at a school, or if you're somebody who, if you're the manager of a restaurant, you need to pay attention who you put in charge of the money. Why? Because if you don't start paying attention, anyone who has a criminal record and you're not paying attention could end up being a thief and they could take the money. Or if you are the principal of a school and you're not paying attention who you allow as a teacher, a coach, or a janitor, they could abuse their power and do the opposite of what they're supposed to do to kids. And that could lead to a lot of trouble. And here's another good one. If you work at a special need workplace, really pay attention who you hire as workers. Because you need to have good people, not people who abuse their power and will just use their position to start trouble or instigate a fight, or they're picking favorites. You need to get people that do it right and will be fair and honest. Always remember to put good people in job places and people you know you can trust. And really pay attention who's in certain positions. Because if you're a principal in the school and you're not paying attention who you put as a teacher or a coach or a janitor and they're not good with kids, they could do the opposite and may even abuse their power to be mean to them or worse. Always remember, in workplaces, you always want to have a safe work environment where people feel safe and they're fair and they treat the workers with respect. And also make sure they don't take all the credit when it was a team effort and they're not greedy and selfish people. Always remember, if you want your workplaces to be good and to keep growing, always pay attention who you put in certain positions, because if they're not good, because if you're not careful and you work in a restaurant and you're the manager and you hire someone in charge of your money, they could end up embezzling that money and stealing from you. Or if you're the principal of a school and you're not paying attention who you put as a teacher or a coach or a janitor, they could abuse their power to be mean to children. Because always remember, the worst bullies that could hurt other students in schools are not other students, it's teachers and other school staff members. And at special need workplaces, if you have workers, make sure they're good people. They're not going to abuse their power and pick favorites and be mean to other people and try to be bullies or instigators. Always remember, you want a safe and work environment where people feel welcome and feel safe when they're working. Remember what I just said, and these words of wisdom and advice will help all workplaces. They will help, trust me, and may God be with all his children always.